Well, good morning, everybody. Jeff Slakey and Spencer Hughes here on the Daybreak Show. I'm happy to have on the Zoom video conference from the United Way of Mason County, Executive Director Ted Jackson. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing great. Good morning.
Good to talk with you. And we got some things to share with some of the different organizations in the community. United Way has some opportunities coming up.
Yes, and if you don't mind, I'll just give you hopefully this will be a very quick rundown of what's been going on in the United Way for the last few months.
Please.
But I do want to give Charles Gilschlecker, who's one of our longtime board members of the United Way. He's one of the longest serving board members, just retired from the board. He is greatly missed. He comes by the office still a couple of times a week, and we'll miss him immensely. And we do have a new board member by the name of Dawn Myers. The community knows who she is. She's a wonderful person. She's been volunteering for our community for a lot of years. She works at PD3, and we're very excited to have her expertise here at the United Way. Jeff, if you don't mind, September 4th is an important day for a lot of people in Mason County. It's the free dump day that United Way works with the county, and we provide vouchers for people to dump up to 1,000 pounds of household waste on September 4th. And if I can ask people who are listening to please come in and pick up their vouchers. We're not issuing any new vouchers because we've exceeded the limit. But please come in to the United Way between 9 and 4 up until September 3rd, and we'll make sure you get your vouchers. And as a side note, the folks up there at Ells Hill asked that nobody lines up early. We don't want traffic problems. So please show up right at 9 or a little bit after. That would be wonderful.
That's a heck of a deal. 1,000 pounds is... it can kind of go a couple different ways. You either say, man, I didn't realize that was 1,000 pounds, or you go, gosh, we have a ton of stuff that we need to get rid of.
I think it goes both ways. The phone calls we get, people, throughout this COVID stuff, people are cleaning stuff out. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm included. So there's another thing I'd like to add is September 11th, we had planned a day of caring.
Yeah.
And we had decided a few months ago that we were going to focus on our food banks. And Jeff, I know you know this, our food banks have just doing an amazing job throughout this thing. They have not shut down. They've been working through a lot of adversity, but they have projects that they need to do. So we decided the United Way that we'd focus our day of caring, helping them out to clean up some of the projects, whether it's just landscaping or organization. But our main concern on the 11th is that we want to make sure any volunteer is safe. So we got 3 small groups volunteering from PUD, Kitsap Kitsap Credit Union, and another group that are going to help our food banks do some organizations. The United Way would provide masks, gloves, and we had some neat shirts made by Justin Bays just to commemorate this. But if any family, any organization wants to do a day of caring after September 11th, just get a hold of me. We'll make sure you're recognized and do all that stuff. So,
very cool. So that's the 3 food banks in the county are all going to get some help there.
Well, you know, there's actually more food banks. We have the Matlock, Hood Canal, North Mason. Then we have the community pantry up in North Mason, and then we have the Saints Pantry here in Sheldon.
Okay, yeah.
And
those
if I could
give
I'll get to the Saints Pantry here through my list. But we're also doing a diaper drive with the Family Education Support Services. There's a desperate need for diapers for some of our families that are in need. I want to thank those people that have been dropping off diapers to the United Way. Well, I guess they're all going to good use, but they're being used. So if anybody has or would like to donate diapers to families that need them, especially, it's been a long time, but I guess 6s and 7s are the important size for Mason County right now.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
And then just a quick update on the COVID fund, the Mason County COVID fund. We've distributed over $65,000 since March 16th. We have approximately about $70,000 left in our fund. We are evaluating it every other week on what is needed. And if any nonprofit, this goes out to nonprofits, but if any nonprofit needs something or wants something, please just shoot me an email and let me know how much and what it's for, and then I'll send it to the rest of the committee members and we'll evaluate it.
So, I mean, Ted, you've been talking a lot about the ways that United Way is helping people. Are there ways that you and the organization need help, or more volunteer time, or even with COVID going on, maybe someone who is able to read through those applications, or any sort of ways that folks can get involved?
I appreciate it, but this time of year, United Way historically has done our workplace campaign.
Yeah.
And we have been, as a United Way of Mason County, we've been very sensitive how our economy has been hit. And it's been a difficult decision how we're going to try to address bringing money into the United Way. How do you ask a business to donate to the United Way when they just laid off 5 employees? Or how do you ask a school district to lay off, or excuse me, how do you ask a school district to donate to the United Way? And our school districts have been tremendous when they just laid off a bunch of employees.
Yeah.
So I am very sensitive, and we are going to be reaching out to businesses to just try to keep the United Way going. You know, the United Way fills holes, and we try to bridge the gap where people need it. And I hope that people are understanding that this United Way of Mason County is doing some of those things. We're going to be reaching out, but we're going to be very sensitive.
Yeah.
Very sensitive to what our businesses and what employees in our community is going through. So what I would like to see in volunteer, Jeff, is that if a family, a group of friends wants to do a project and wants to call it a day of caring, contact me or contact Nicole. We will make sure we put it under the umbrella of the United Way. We had, like I said, we had some shirts made, and we can advertise it that way to do something good for the community. But my biggest fear is that I don't want anybody exposed to this virus that doesn't need to be exposed, should not be exposed. So.
Makes sense. Ted Jackson is the executive director of the United Way of Mason County. Their new office is on Railroad in downtown Shelton, 536 West Railroad. You can give them a call at 360-426-4999. Also online at uwmason.org and on facebook.com/United Way of Mason County. Lots of good ways to help. And another call out there to those nonprofits, there is monies left and available to help you get through these tough times as they continue on through the rest of the year. Ted, good to talk with you. Good to see you. I'm glad to hear that you and everybody there at United Way is safe and healthy and doing the good work. And let's check in a couple weeks and see how everything's going.
Sounds great, Jeff. And you take care. And thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.